Good evening, campers. Happy Sunday to you all. I hope it was a successful Sunday session for you all, wherever you are around the country. And if you're anywhere else in the world, welcome to Sunday. It's Andy here with another Ask Andy Anything. I had quite a personal question asked, so I'm going to try and break that down in a bit more of a generalistic sort of way. But if you've got any questions coming up that you want to ask me, now's the time. Put your questions in the comment section below. First off, of course, as always, let me know how you're going, though, first and foremost. How has your Sunday been out of 10, my friends? Let me know if you've had any action. If you're interstate or in the regional areas, please let us know if you have had some success on a real estate front. But if you haven't, if you had some success on a personal front or a family front, please let us know. And thanks ever so much for tuning in advance. Now, I'm going to make this one short and sweet, my friends, because I don't want to waste any more of your Sunday than what you really have to. Suzanne, 10 out of 10. Look at you go, Suzanne. Thanks for coming on. Lovely to have you on the show. So I've had this question asked to me. Someone asked me what they should get better at. What should I get better at? Because I mentioned it, I think it was a few nights ago, I can't remember, about sharpening the saw and getting yourselves organised and getting yourselves up and running. And I think it could have even been last night. And you know, making sure that you're really on the ball and making sure that the rust doesn't set in between the ears, and just getting yourself mentally prepared to take on any challenges and whatnot. And then, someone's asked me this one: what should I get better at? And it's a very personal question, right? It's a really, really personal question. And for lots of people, you could say that you could give a different answer to it. And realistically, if I'm going to talk in generalities from a real estate point of view, I think one thing that the entire profession needs to get better at is efficiency, both in communication and in opportunity. I think one of the biggest issues that real estate firms tend to have is they're forever hunting for the next piece of business, when there's probably about two or three businesses two or three pieces of business that are within your business that you haven't even looked at, right? So, gang, you really need to focus on the efficiency within your business. And efficiency of communication is another big thing, particularly with buyers. If you've got lots and lots of buyers, look at segmenting and SMSing a lot of your communications out to your buyers. Get some videos done, some generic videos done, and then push them out, just in case, you're going to get asked lots and lots of the same question. So bang them down on a video, even if it is for each property, so that you can just throw it out to people. And then it's still a personal communication, but it's not something that you have to repeat yourself a million times. So think about the things that you do repeatedly and look to see if you can improve the way in which you do those things. It's a really, really important thing to do, is efficiency. Yes, it is a little bit early, Cameron. My Sundays have become a little bit earlier. One thing I will say that I think I'm going to do moving forward is, for the sake of my wife, because she's battling with the kids as we speak, Ask Andy is going to go to a weeknight show. It's going to go Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday nights, unless there's something real trippy that's happening. I'm going to knock Saturday and Sunday nights on the head. Just do Monday through Friday night. I hope that's okay with everyone. If anybody has any major issues with that, I'm sure they can let me know. But I doubt that's going to be a problem with anyone, to be perfectly frank. So, so as of next week, it's going to be a Monday through Friday show, just so that everybody is aware of that. Now, back to my question, what should I get better at? I think one thing that we can all get better at is, it's off the back of a book that I listened to on audiobook while I was away in England, called The One Thing by Gary Keller. And I really highly encourage that you read or listen to that book, big time. Gary Keller is obviously of Keller Williams fame, biggest real estate brokerage in the US. But this isn't a real estate-y kind of book, so it really doesn't matter if you're in real estate or not with this book. He bangs on about, in a really good way, in a really easy to consume way, which is good for me. He talks about how you really need to focus on the one thing that you are the best at, or the one thing that you're designed to do. You to focus on that, and then look to see how you can basically formulate and structure everything else around the one thing that you are, designed to do or meant to be on the planet for, right? So that's one thing that's been on my mind for, pretty much since then. And it's true, right? Like, so many of us are competent at a bunch of things, but we'll all excel, like properly excel at one or two things. If we just focused on making sure that we did those one or two things as much as possible, like we're talking productivity wise, right? So I'm not talking about if you're amazing at drinking. Now, you don't just do that all the time. We're talking about business, productivity, that sort of stuff, skills. Then focus on doing the one or two things that you can do, and then look to see how you can structure everything else. Now, lots of us aren't made of money, so it's not like we can just go piffing money around and getting everything else done for us and paying for it. But there are things that you can do in a more intelligent way that allows you the freedom and more time to do what it is that you really do excel at. Case in point for me is I've been doing admin-y, structural type things with my marketing business, and that's really not me. I'm an ideas guy and I'm an off the cuff type, on the fly guy. So that's why Emma came on board with us with the marketing business, because she's totally the opposite. She's very much a details admin, really likes just getting things nutted out on paper, all that sort of stuff. So she's perfect, a perfect foil for me. But that works out perfectly because it means that I can just run around, hopefully inspiring people to take action on some really, really good ideas in the marketing world. So I think that is probably the one thing that I would say everybody should be getting better at. It's how you can maximize the amount of time that you spend doing the things that you really exceed in from a skill set point of view. That would be my advice. You got to work that out first and foremost. And generally, I reckon we all, deep down know what it is, that we're the one things that really sort of set us on fire, sort of thing. Really, get the engine flowing, engine moving, and the blood pumping, and whichever cliche line you want to use. And then focus on doing that as much as humanly possible. It's the only way to fly. It really, really is. And the more time you spend doing that, the more people you'll inspire. The more people you inspire, the more people you attract. The more people you attract, the more business you can that you can achieve. More wealth you can achieve for yourself and whatnot, right? So that would be my 2 cents on that. Is really find out, discover for yourself the one or two things that you really exceed at, and then spend your time working out how to make sure that all you do are those one or two things in business, life, whatever the case may be. Couple of questions coming through. Will Arsenal? No, mate, they won't win the Premier League. Arsenal will not win the Premier League. I'll tell you, I promise you. I will do an Arsenal-based forfeit if they do, but I know that they won't. They just won't. Yeah, so that's it, gang. That's really all I wanted to say tonight. I know it's a Sunday night, so I know that you guys have probably got better things to be doing with and chilling out to and whatnot. So I don't want to take up any more of your time than what I potentially already have done. But gang, if you do have any questions, please feel free to send me a text, send me a message, send me a DM, comment on one of these feeds, and you'll get your questions answered tomorrow. 8 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. I will be here. Hopefully you will be too. If you found it helpful in any way, shape or form, please either let us know or pass it on to someone so that someone else can potentially get some help of some of the things that I do. Or if someone's really struggling with a question, be it business, be it real estate, be it marketing, be it mental health, whatever the case may be, just fire it through, and I'll happy to give you one guy's opinion on it, and hopefully it will help with a couple of people moving forward. So gang, it's a real short and sweet one tonight. That's what I was thinking it possibly could be. But for now, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Have an enjoyable remainder of your Sunday, and we'll see you on the flip side Monday, the start of a new week. Make sure you do those 3 lists: your gratitude, your your achievement, and your target list from last week. It sets yourself on a much better footing up here, if nothing else. All right, gang. Take care. Love you all.